Okay, so in this tutorial we are going to see what is web service, right? Consider that this is your mobile app, and mobile app need to have the weather. My mobile app needs weather, right? How your mobile app would be getting weather? For that, you have or your team might have written one server application, irrespective of the programming language. That can be from Node.js, Java Spring, ASP.NET, whatever it is, PHP, whatever, any programming language you might have written, right? So this web server application will give you one endpoint. Every endpoint is having one separate URL, right? This web server application has given you one endpoint, right? Web server application is having one endpoint, and this endpoint is doing something. Means if you say, if this is your server, you can say http my server .com forward slash, right, myserver.com forward slash login, and to this you are going to post one JSON data. To this endpoint you are posting JSON data. Remember that you are strictly following, what you can say, you are strictly following HTTP protocol, right? Again, if you want to get, right, list of all cities, myserver.com and cities, here you would be getting all the cities. Okay, now here what you can do is that http colon colon myserver.com, right, cities, right, get me the city of this id 1000 id, get me the city of 1000 id, right? Then you would be getting http myserver.com, right, cities, cities in particular state, say Maharashtra, you would be getting cities for the Maharashtra state, right? Likewise, your web server application is having multiple endpoints. So what's your job is that from your client, means presently from the Android, you are just going to hit this URL by via any HTTP client, and this will return you one valid JSON. This endpoint will return you some valid JSON. Okay, now how to write this, how to write the server side application, that is another part of story, right? We are not going to cover that thing over here. How to create the server side application, that would be another completely course, right? Here, if you have some endpoint, how you are going to parse that endpoint, how you would be getting that JSON over here, how you are going to provide this JSON to this app, and we have already seen how to parse the JSON either using either using JSON or simple JSON object API, which are built in the Android, right? So this is about simple web services, what web services are, and such web services are called as presently REST, representational state transfer, is nothing but the REST. Remember that REST is a guideline, right? REST is a guideline. You can check that. What do you mean by REST? I'll show you. REST guideline. REST is nothing but the guideline, right? Representational state transfer, it suggests you something. See, do not use the physical URL. A physical URL points something at the physical XML file, whatever. A logical URL does not imply the physical file. Likewise, so this is the guideline. You can read it. For every single thing you should have one URL. Login, there would be URL. Getting the data, there would be URL. For every single thing, you would be having one URL. Remember that. That is a REST guideline. While you will learning, right? While you're learning the server side application, you might learn this thing. What is a REST guideline typically? Right? Okay. Now how Android implements this Volley, we'll see in the next tutorial, right? How this is going to be work by using Volley, we'll see in the next tutorial. If you like our videos, kindly subscribe us on the Code Cool channel of YouTube.